Hello Capricorn, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Capricorn for the week of November 21st. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate. Drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have here for you, Capricorn. Do make sure that you are subscribed to the channel for future updates from me. Likes, comments, shares are very much appreciated, as it really does help my channel grow. As always, all of the decks that I use on my channel are linked in the description below this video if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. In Capricorn, I do hope you're doing well. Hope things are going good for you. Cool, so let's go ahead and let's make sure we're all set up here and in view. All right, we'll go ahead and put this right here, and then we'll take a bunch of these Kipper cards, and okay. Energy on the bottom, you have the Ace of Cups. So, you know, this card is really nice if you are single, right? If you're single, looking for a new romance, looking for maybe to put yourself out there, you know, to put yourself on, you know, a dating app or, you know, a dating website or whatever. This can say that maybe you find somebody, maybe you find somebody elsewhere, maybe not through a dating app, but somewhere else, right? This can say that there's a love situation blossoming in your life. And so the idea is that this is new love begins, right? And this can feel like the universe sort of handing this to you here. As you see this symbolism with this ace symbolism where the hand is coming out of the cloud, that's a gift from the universe. That is an invitation or a gift or an arrival from the universe. Now, if you're not here for love, which not all of you are, this can say that there's, you know, some happiness coming into your life that will feel like a breath of fresh air. I intuitively feel. It will feel like this is something you've been waiting for. And, you know, I think that for some of you here, you have a really kind of nice period of time where you have an opportunity to sort of like regroup or regather your energy. Like I feel like you are being given some very necessary downtime. And I should say very much well-deserved downtime as well. Now, that doesn't mean that things aren't, you know, that the world's going to stop spinning. That's of course not the case. The world's going to continue moving. But I think that you're finding moments of peace in between everything. And this is maybe something that you haven't been able to do in the past. So let's dive in here. I'm sure I'll get more messages and we'll get into the specifics more. But in the overall situation, you do have the Four of Swords, which is really a big call to rest. Okay, this is rest, recovery, recuperation. Now, if you're here for the love story, if you're here for the love, you know, timeline, this person, according to the tarot, has just gone through a heartbreak. As you see the Three of Swords card on the banner above this person, and they are healing from this situation, right? They're recovering, they're recuperating from this situation. And, you know, I do feel like for some of you, there's been reflection. Okay, I think that there's been, reflection on what you want love to look like in your life. I actually think that some of you have been single for quite some time. I don't think that this heartbreak has happened recently. I think that you've been spending time seeing what it is that I think you've been spending time kind of reflecting on yourself and what you want in a love partner. Some of you could be really bringing that person in, and this person will be long-term. I will say that very much if you are here and you're single, if that's something you're interested in. But I am talking to Capricorns, so many of you are probably already partnered or you're just not interested in it right now. And if that is the case for you, what's going on is the universe has been clearing your calendar. And this is giving you some time to think about what's next, think about what's coming in for you. And there are some good things here on the horizon. So In the past, you have the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Pentacles, and you have the King of Pentacles. So the universe is clearing your calendar because, man, you have been just working very hard. I mean, work here in the past. You have been focused on your material situation. Some of you have been getting jobs. Some of you have been successfully starting businesses. Some of you have been, you know what came into my mind? Capturing value. I don't know. That probably is a message for somebody who owns a business. Some of you have been, setting your accounts right. Kind of rearranging and setting all of your different accounts, your retirement accounts, money market accounts, all of these sorts of things. You've been doing these sorts of housekeeping here with your finances. Been budgeting, planning, setting things in motion here. And the universe is like, okay, good job. Good job. You deserve this rest. Like we're clearing, we're clearing, whatever you want to say, clearing your calendar here, because now that you have this really firm foundation, or you have this framework in place, you can really go on to do amazing things now that you have this baseline established, or this framework established. Kind of a boring, mundane message, but this is very important stuff. This is very important stuff here, okay, what I'm talking about. I also need to say that you have 7, 8, 9, which is interesting, all in the Pentacle suit. Some of you have just been like, I don't know, maybe some of you have been promoted here, but if I look here at the 9 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles is like long-term, or I should say the 9 of Pentacles is like financial independence. It's, you having accomplished something. Like you're at the 9, right? So you've gone through the entire suit of Pentacles practically. The only thing that's left is the 10, but you've accomplished something nice. The 7 of Pentacles says that you've been building this for a while. The 7 of Pentacles is associated with long-term investments, such as retirement accounts, real estate, things like that. And, you have been harvesting, or you've been growing these accounts, this, this kind of plan of action, this movement for quite some time. And you can see here that this person on the card is really taking a step back and thinking about what they want to do with everything that they've built here, everything that they've grown. To add to this, you have this King of Pentacles, which is somebody who's extremely wise and extremely successful in the material realms of life. So, money, academia, work, things like this, right? Literally the land as well. And, some of you here, I feel like, are kind of looking back and feeling proud of yourself for what you've built. In the current situation, you have the 8 of Pentacles, you have the 4 of Swords, and you have the 4 of Wands. So, now that you have this framework in place, now that you have this foundation, the universe, like I said, is giving you an opportunity to rest. But in this period of rest, some of you are ready to get back out there, so to speak. Okay, some of you are ready to start putting pen to paper again. Start swinging the hammer again, so to speak here, as you see this person's kind of doing that. The 8 of Pentacles is somebody who is dedicated. This person is dedicated to building something great. And this is a sign that you have a major talent or a major skill, ability, gift in the tarot. This person's a hard worker, they're diligent, and you have very Capricornian, I would say, energy here with all of these pentacles, especially the King of Pentacles. And, I think that some of you here are gearing up for like a really big 2023 at this time. And I think that that's probably why some of you are finding yourself in some downtime. Going back to the love timeline here, which increasingly I think less of you are in, okay? Because the 8 of Pentacles is somebody who literally loves their work. Like that is what they love. Doesn't mean that the 8 of Pentacles person can't be in a relationship, but they dedicate themselves to their craft more than any other person in the tarot. Um, you know, going back to the love timeline here, whatever person is coming in, this will take some time to develop, but this can be long term. Okay, Four of Swords, Four of Wands. Four of Wands is a card of marriage. Okay, Four of Wands is a card of marriage. And I think the truth is for you, is that you weren't ready for a long-term commitment if you're here. And I'm talking to people who are here for new love. So I think that there are a very large amount of you who are already partnered or just not interested. But if you're ready for new love, it's because you're ready. Like in the past, you haven't been ready. Like you haven't been creating space in your container to allow that to come in. But now the container's empty. And, this may take some time to develop, but this is somebody who will be here for the long haul with the Seven of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Four of Wands, and as well as this idea of dedication with the Eight of Pentacles. But it's like both of you, I feel like, are working on something. You're both working on something. In the future, you have the Ten of Swords, you have the Nine of Cups, and you have the Nine of Wands. So double nines with a 10. Wrapping up loose ends here. Actually, do we have 999? We do have 999. So Nine of Pentacles, Cups, and Wands. Wow, I just recognized that. So, wow, that's a powerful number, right? I would look that angel number up or that numerology up if you're interested. Basically, it's like you've got something to share with the world when you have nine. Like there are people that you are here to help in some capacity. Okay, there are people out there that could really benefit from the knowledge that you have. And I think that you're ready to sort of share that with people, and I think that some of you are like building like a business or something like that is based around a love interest for you. So, maybe you love to read tarot cards, you're building a business around that, you're getting on YouTube. Or I said capturing value. Some of you are like maybe into marketing, or if you're not into marketing, you might be in like the financial sectors. Maybe you're a finance YouTuber, you're going to be a finance YouTuber. That would not surprise me. It's very Capricorn. But, some of you here, like you have some information that can really help people. Not sure what's going on with the Ten of Swords other than tying up loose ends. The Ten of Swords says that there's something that's completely done in your life. It doesn't have to be bad. It just says that there's maybe some type of cycle closing out, right? And, a chapter kind of coming to a close here. So, this might be around past heartbreak for you, as you have the Four of Swords in the middle. That would not be surprising to me. But yeah, I think some of you are ready for something new here. So yeah, this looks very exciting. This is one of the better readings I've done. This is a really nice reading. Let's go ahead and take a look at these Kipper cards here. All right, so you have main female, courtship, expectation, and imprisonment. There's definitely, somebody new here that is interested. Courtship, you can see that this person you can see the Cupid in the background here. Definitely the idea of being courted, right, in a relationship. Somebody who's interested in you. And, I would get clear on the communication. If you sense that this person's interested in you, and of course if you're interested in them, I would be very clear on the way that you feel towards this person, because you don't want to be in this trap here in your mind. You don't want to be trapped in your mind here around that, because it's almost like one of these situations where if you just express what you feel to this person, it'll work out, is kind of what I'm feeling. On the other timeline, which is you're being given an opportunity to rest or clear your schedule, so to speak, keep your expectations in check, and that is to say that you have something really incredible that you're starting here or building here that can really help people, but this might take some time, okay? This might take some time. And so also don't put so high of expectations on yourself that, it feels like that you set yourself up for disappointment. Yeah. Let's go ahead and see what else we have. So, wow, we have the Seven of Pentacles again. Okay, we have the Ten of Swords again. And we have the King of Wands. Very specific here, but this is something that some of you are going through, which is some of you have spent quite a bit of time in a corporate setting, or dedicating yourself to a business, an organization, and you're now taking all of those lessons learned and you're building a business around it. This is something that is specific to a few people or some people that are here. King of Wands is entrepreneurial, and I'm getting this idea of you going from the King of Pentacles, which would be sort of more of a corporate person, into the King of Wands. Okay, you're transitioning from this King of Pentacles into this King of Wands. King of Wands, they are passion-led. They are an entrepreneur. They do what they want for their career. All right. The only way that you will see them behind a desk in a cubicle is if they want to be behind a desk in a cubicle. Otherwise, they're not doing that, right? Like, that's the idea of the King of Wands. Ten of Swords coming in here again with the Seven of Pentacles clarifying, or the Ten of Swords clarifying the Seven of Pentacles. You realize that in a transition in your career, that it is in fact the end. I know that's obvious, but like, there is clearly something in your career here that is closing out, and it's done, it's final. But again, the universe is clearing this for you. Remember I said clearing your schedule. Well, this is because you've got a lot of people to help here with 999. Like there's something that you have a mission to share with the world. You want to call it light work, call it light work. You want to be called a light worker, okay, whatever you want to call it. Like, you've got something like that here to help people, right? And I'm not saying that like everybody's going to be here, tarot readers or astrologers or whatever, but like, some of you, you might be like shining a light, in the financial realms. Like, you might start a finance channel on YouTube and like do it in a positive way, or something. Like you've got things to share with people. We've got people to help. Okay, and that is a form of light work. Do you see? You have this Seven of Pentacles again in the past. Okay, like, some of you with the Nine of Pentacles, like, some of you have a runway here to be able to build this business. You have the Hierophant, you have the Seven of Swords, and you have the Eight of Wands. Seven of Swords, make sure that you plan your strategy here. This person, on one hand, they've built a good enough strategy to steal the swords, but on the other hand, their exit plan's bad because they're walking into a trap here. And so, make sure that your strategy here is sound, and take time to do that. The universe wants you to take time. The Hierophant's old school energy. It can be about an organization or a place that you're a part of. What is that with the Eight of, you've been dedicated to something for a very long time. And I think that some of you have a lot to share with people. Okay, that's what I truly feel. And with the Eight of Wands, this is something, spreading of knowledge or news at a distance. So I think some of you are like starting to spread this online in some ways. You have the Knight of Swords, you have the Ace of Cups, and you also have the Nine of Swords. So if you're here for love, don't spend too much time in your head about this. Okay, just say what you feel to this person. They're going to appreciate that more than if you try to play the guessing game with them. This is maturity. Okay, this is a mature connection. Okay, don't like, this isn't chess, just say it. Okay, say it. And that's what I feel like. No mind games. Just say what you feel to this person here. And I think you'd be pleasantly surprised. And this might happen quicker than you think. Nine of Swords. It's like, don't spend time in your head. But overall, really incredible reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.